everyone, my name is Raigna and welcome to my channel Beauty with Nana. So today I have an explanatory video on how to use makeup brushes. More specifically, how to use face brushes. Myself included, a long time ago, I wanted to start off as a makeup artist and I didn't have all the equipment. And it's kind of frustrating the bazillion amount of brushes there's out there for so many things, and it can get us all confused. But I assure you, by the end of this video, you will know specifically what each brush is for, and also a tip on those that are not going to be working professionally but are going to be using it personally. I'm going to give you a tip or two on how you can make the most out of your brushes, double uses for some of them, and which ones I find to be the most useful and the ones I like most. Also, I have a two pluses actually. Before starting, if you're not part of the Beauty with Nana family, just hit the subscribe and the little bell button, and YouTube will let you know every time I upload a video. If you want to shout out for the next video in English, just leave your name in the comment, let me know you're a new subscriber, and I'll give you a shout out on the next one. Oh, what is wrong with my tongue? I'll give you a shout out on the next video. So if you want to know what's up with the makeup brushes, just keep watching. Just so you know, the instructional part of the video was done for the Spanish version, and then I just forgot to do the English version because that's how cray-cray I am. So let's just start with the original foundation brush, which is this one. Everybody knows it. It's a flat brush. Basically, you use them working as if it was a painting brush in strokes. It's great for very thick foundations or cream foundations. It does leave a more full coverage, or with this you will get the most coverage, but you can get the issue of having like the brush strokes and it has a less natural look to it. So if you want a more full coverage, complete look, this could be the brush for you. I don't love this brush as much. I like a more natural look to it, and that's just the way I like it. Okay, second, we have the Stippling Brush, also great for foundations and powder foundations. It has double fibers. It has the natural and the synthetic ones in the tips. It leaves a more natural look and great for liquid foundations. Also, if you don't work this properly, you will have strokes and lines with your foundation, so you have to be careful. It's very good to use it in tapping motions, a bit of circular motions. Also, I'm not a big fan of this brush. I use it a lot for, this is like a double tip, I use it a lot for contour because it grabs less powder contour, and I feel like it leaves a more natural finish. That's just how I feel. So I do use that for that. It's not made for that, but that's a double use I give to it. It works pretty well. Just so you guys know, there's gonna be a whole lot of makeup artists out there telling me, no, you're not supposed to do this and you're not supposed to use this for that. Makeup is an art, guys. There's guidelines to what everything is for, but at the end of the day, do what you like, do what you feel comfortable doing, do what makes you feel more pretty, more comfortable, better. Do you, okay? There's guidelines, it's not rules. Nobody's gonna take you to jail for using one brush that's for one thing for another thing, okay? So just so you know, makeup is an art. You can do whatever you feel comfortable doing. And I just spat at my camera. Oh my god. All right, so continuing. Now we have one of my favorites, Kabuki brushes. It started out being the ones with the little short handle, because like this one's for Sephora, lets you apply more pressure and everything, but now they come in so many sizes. Basically, it could come with a round tip or a flat tip. Ignore that mine are both super dirty. But yeah, it could be flat or round. And it's great to apply liquid cream foundations, powder foundations. Works perfectly. Leaves kind of like a middle point between full coverage and more natural look. That's what I find. I find that foundation looks less streaky and with less lines with these type of brushes. If I do use brush for foundation, because I normally don't. I love the flat brush for BB creams. I feel so comfortable using it. I love the finish with BB creams. You apply the foundation all over, basically with tapping motions. You can use circle motions, but that can leave lines. And if you have dry skin, it can like lift up the little dead skin cells or whatever that's called, and then your foundation can look like patchy. So it's much better with tapping motions. Looks super great, super natural, but with better coverage. I love these. I love these, guys. Just saying. And double tip, you can use this one, the rounded brush, for like your powder all over. That's what I use this one for, because I use this for BB creams and foundation if I'm using it. And this one I just use for powder because I prefer these as suppose of like the normal powder, which I'm gonna show you now. Powder brush. It's like the round tip one, but it's less dense, so much softer, and it has a bigger reach in your face because it's just for applying powder. Super soft, applies no pressure at all, and this is just, you just set your powder like this. Super easy, and they're super soft, most of them. Bonus, they're not brushes, but it's a bonus. Sponges, like the beauty blender, but not the beauty blender. You could use any brand, it doesn't matter. There's harder ones like this one, which I hate. I'm sorry, I feel like it's gonna break my face. And there's softer ones. Ignore that this is so dirty, and this too, but they're softer. You wet them before using them, and then you squeeze the excess of water out. That way it won't absorb as much foundation and product, and it leaves a more natural look. This is what I always use to apply my foundations. Unless it's like a very light coverage foundation, then I use a brush. But if it's like medium or full, I just love these because it leaves a much natural look. It looks beautiful, guys. It looks beautiful. I love it. It's so comfortable. I love how it feels on my skin when I'm applying it, and you just dab the foundation in. If you guys need or want a tutorial on how to clean your brushes and sponges, just let me know in the comments. Then we have these. They're like triangle tip, like dome tip ones. They can come more dense or more soft like this one. And these are for applying powder in specific areas. For example, for applying your powder here to set your concealer, or here, or to like set your contour in certain areas. It's just what it's for. Also, concealer brush. This one is like a regular foundation flat brush, but it's for concealer over here, and you work like in strokes. I normally don't use or apply my concealer with this at all. I apply my concealer with my fingers. That's a bonus. Fingers, or with my sponge, because I like how it looks. But mainly with my fingers. That's a big plus and bonus. Some foundations come to apply with your fingers. Arms the foundation and lets it sit better on your skin. But take into consideration that if you apply some foundations on your skin with your fingers and you have dry skin, it can look patchy. But if you're in a rush, if you don't have anything to apply it with, it's not a crime to apply it with your fingers. Just wash them properly beforehand so that you don't mess your face and your makeup up and get bacteria or anything. If you're a professional makeup artist and you're gonna work on your clients, not a good idea to work with your fingers, but on yourself, God, it's part of you. That's what it's for. Then we have this one, which is basically the dome tip one, or triangle tip one, but bigger. This is great for bronzer over here, maybe a bit here. I use it for bronzer. Now we have the diagonal. These, they can come smaller, bigger, flatter. These are mainly for contour because of their shape. They can be used, you know, for non-flat surfaces like this over here and this over here. This one is great for doing very specific contour, but my personal tip, I use it for blush as well. It looks great if you apply less pressure. You tap some of the excess blush off so that you don't look like, you know, a clown. But yeah, I use this one for contour, this one for blush. I love it so much. This kind of diagonal blush brush, it all does the same. Regular blush brush I don't have right here because I lost, but it generally looks like this one, like a kabuki, but it's less dense and smaller. Then we have like these tiny kabukis, which is the same, very, very dense. You can use this for a whole bunch of things, you guys. You can use these to apply concealer. I don't like it because I already told you what I apply my concealer with. You can use these to apply highlighter, which is what I use them for. Normally, the most known highlighter brush is the fan brush. I'm gonna put a picture here because I don't have it. Mine got fucked up. But I apply my highlighter with these. I rather apply it with these because I like to shine, and since these are more dense, they take in more product, so they apply more product. I like to shine like a diamond. So these are what these are for. So that's basically it. I only have one more bonus for you guys, and it is this baby over here, which is a silicone sponge. And it does the same as your fingers, or that's how I feel. It doesn't work the same as a normal sponge because it absorbs no product at all, so it does leave a fuller coverage. But I'd rather use my fingers because I feel like I can work faster. But if you are going to work with a client, of course, this is much better because you're not using your own fingers. It's more hygienic. Is that how you say it? Hygienic? I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. And it's a silicone sponge. It absorbs no product, easily cleaned, very, very hygienic. But yeah, I'm more practical and I just use my fingers. And that's it, my lovelies. I hope you liked this video so much. I hope it was helpful. If it was, let me know in the comments, please. And if it was, share it with your friends. Share it with your girlfriends or guy friends who might need a small guidance onto how to use their makeup brushes. And that's it, my lovelies. I really do hope you like it. If you want more tutorials like this, maybe on brushes for the eyes, maybe on foundations, on certain specific products, just let me know and I'll get that video for you. And that's it. Thank you for watching.